Hi everyone, this is Deronda with Foods 101 and I am making roasted potatoes today. I'm using red potatoes. Now you can use russet potatoes or you can use Yukon potatoes, but today I'm using red potatoes. And you're going to need 2 tablespoons of canola oil, or you can use vegetable oil. I have 1/2 teaspoon of fresh cracked pepper, and I have 1.5 teaspoons of kosher salt. Potatoes don't have a whole lot of flavoring unless you give them a lot of salt to really give it that flavor you're looking for when you're roasting these potatoes. Alright, and to get started, I've got these medium-sized red potatoes, and I'm just going to quarter them. I'm going to cut them in half, and then I'm going to turn them, flat side down, and I'm going to cut them in half again. And then you have quarters. Okay, and I'm lying it over here on a baking sheet that I've lined with parchment paper. I mean, parchment paper isn't necessary, but I like it because it's not a big mess to clean up after the potatoes bake. Alright, and while you're doing this, it's a good time to have your oven on 450 Fahrenheit because these are going to go in a preheated oven and bake for 45 minutes. Alright, I've got all of my red potatoes quartered, and I put them on the baking sheet, and like I said, I put a little parchment paper on it. And also remember, before you quarter your potatoes, make sure you give them a nice scrubbing under cool running tap water so you can get all the dirt off the outside or anything you don't want to be eating. And now I've got a tablespoon of canola oil, and I'm going to drizzle this over the potatoes. And the reason I do this on the baking pan is because if you do it in a bowl and then transfer it over onto your baking pan, you lose a lot of your oils and your seasonings, such as your salt and your pepper. Okay? And best way to do it to get it on all sides is, I just roll them around in the canola oil until all the potato segments have been coated. See how nice and lovely that gets coated. Alright, so we'll just continue doing this, and then we'll sprinkle it with a little salt and pepper, and then transfer it into the preheated oven. Okay, I've got all of my potatoes coated with oil, and now I'm going to generously put a little kosher salt on them before I add them to the oven. Okay, and now I'm going, and as you'll see, I've got my potatoes all scrunched together that way. It's a little easier to put the salt and pepper on it without it all ending up on the bottom of the baking pan. But before you do put them in the oven, you definitely want to separate your potatoes. That way they can bake and get that crunchiness that you're looking for on your roasted potatoes. Alright, now off to the oven these go for 45 minutes. Roasted potatoes are finished. So let's let them sit here for about 5 minutes, and we'll give them a, yeah, those are hot. Let them sit here for about 5 minutes, and I'll come back and give them a try and let you know how. There it is, my fast and easy roasted potatoes. Now I've added some scallions here on the top. Some of you in the world would know this as green onions or spring onions, but here is one of our roasted potatoes, and let me give that a try. Nice, crunchy, tender and flaky on the inside. One great simple side dish. Yummy. Hope you all give this a try. Like, thumbs up, leave me a comment, and until next time, this is Deronda with Foods 101. Thanks for watching.